Have you ever wondered what data engineering is? Well, let's unpack it together. Data engineering is a broad term that encompasses several key processes. Picture it as a journey where data is the traveler. The journey begins when we capture and store data from various inbound sources. In terms of storage technology being evolved from Hadoop to data lake to Lakehouse with Delta Lake Engine, and now to Lakehouse AI led by Databricks. This data, however, could be raw and unrefined, much like a diamond in the rough. That's where data science steps in. It's the process of filtration and cleansing, scrubbing the data until it gleams with relevance and accuracy. But don't be mistaken, the journey doesn't end there. The data, now cleansed, must go through a transformation process, much like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. This process channels the data through a pipeline, refining it further for the next stages of its journey. This is just the start of the data engineering process, but what happens next? Stay tuned to find out. After the initial cleansing, the data is ready for the next step. But what could that be? Well, it's time for the data to embark on an intriguing journey through the data pipeline. This journey is what we call data transformation. Imagine your data as a raw material. The data pipeline is like a sophisticated machinery that refines this raw material into something valuable. It's like turning iron into steel. But don't think of it as a one-size-fits-all process. The transformation process is tailored to the unique needs of the data, ensuring it's in the perfect shape to be used effectively. Once the data has been transformed, it's categorized into bronze, silver, and gold. This isn't about the value of the data itself, but rather its readiness for visualization. Bronze data is still in a raw state, silver data has been partially processed, and gold data is fully processed and ready for use. So the data has been transformed and categorized, but how do we make this data useful? Transformed and categorized data is like a raw diamond. It needs further refinement to shine. Imagine sifting through a pile of uncut gems. Each one holds potential, but it's the skilled gem cutter who reveals their true value. This is essentially what happens in the world of data engineering. We've taken our raw data, filtered and cleansed it, categorized it into bronze, silver, and gold, and transformed it. But now we need to cut and polish that raw diamond to make it shine. This is where visualization comes into play. Visualization is the process of taking that transformed, categorized data and presenting it in a form that's easy to understand and interpret. It's the cutting and polishing of our diamond. But instead of a gem cutter, we have data engineers and analysts using tools and software to create dashboards that highlight the most important aspects of the data. Now, these dashboards are not just pretty pictures. They are interactive, dynamic, and provide actionable insights. What does this mean? It means that the data presented on these dashboards can be used to make informed decisions. They reveal patterns, trends, and correlations that might have been invisible in the raw data. It's the sparkle that catches the eye, the insight that turns data into wisdom. But there's even more to it. These dashboards and the insights they provide are backed by generative AI. This is a type of artificial intelligence that can generate new data based on the existing data it's been trained on. It's like having an expert gem cutter who not only polishes the diamond, but also predicts how it will reflect light under different conditions. This is how we achieve adaptive and prescriptive analytics. Adaptive analytics allow us to adjust our strategies based on the insights we gain from the data. Prescriptive analytics, on the other hand, suggest actions to take to achieve specific goals. It's like knowing exactly how to position our diamond to catch the light just right. So, this is how data engineering turns raw data into valuable insights for decision-making. So let's recap what we've learned about data engineering. It's an umbrella term that encompasses a series of steps, each integral to the process. It begins with data capture, where we gather information from various sources. This raw data is then cleaned and filtered, a process known as data science, ensuring it's accurate and relevant. Next, we have data transformation, where the cleaned data is sent through a pipeline and manipulated to suit our needs. This transformed data is then categorized into bronze, silver, and gold tiers, based on its readiness for the next stage. Finally, we reach data visualization. Here, the prepared data is presented in an easily digestible format, offering actionable insights through adaptive and prescriptive analytics backed by generative AI. Data engineering is a complex process, but when broken down into these steps, it becomes a bit more manageable. This is the bird's eye view of data engineering, a crucial part of any organization's decision-making process.